Hey everybody, we're back. Wasn't gonna make this video because I'm trying to play with my tractors, but let's see. I was giving weather updates as far as our drought. Well, we broke the drought and we got plenty of rain. We had about 2.5–3 weeks of fall, and then we had what we call a northeaster or an Arctic blast come down through the Fraser Valley out of Canada, and that valley in general goes all the way, up to to northern Canada anyway. So the cold front will come down through that huge valley, and it dumps right out into the Whatcom County of Washington State, here between the Pacific Ocean and Cascade Mountain Range. It just dumps this Fraser outflow right on us. This wasn't the worst we had. We saw a few snowflakes. That was it. It wasn't freezing during the day, but the winds, we got up to around 50-mile-an-hour gusts. And well, as you can see, I have a down alder here. It's on my property, but it's not my tree. As you can see here, here's some fence posts. It fell. It's on my property. This tree fell down Monday afternoon. Went all the way across this part of the driveway to my right. I landed in the yard over there, missed a shot by about 15 feet. So no major damage. The fence, that'll spring back up when I cut the tree off, and I can tighten it up and it'll be fine. But because of the heat, I didn't want to work in the shop on the tractor necessarily. So now I've got storm cleanup to deal with. I wanted to get the lawn mowed one more time, get the leaves picked up and even the grass out, because he got tall and short spots of the grass. So I'm trying to get it in the shop. I'm trying to get that tractor running. I'm trying to get to the raffle tractor, the WC. I've got the part. I've got a rebuilt starter, so hopefully it should take care of it. The nose cone on the last starter was broke. Yeah, I guess that's about it. We're just gonna cut up some tree. I've got 4 chains for this saw. This is a steel 031 AV. It's an old saw, but it runs great. I put my last sharpened chain on here, so hopefully I can finish cutting this tree, and if it's doing okay, we might cut a birch that landed on the cow's fence behind the house, just about directly behind you. Let's get some stuff cleaned up. I don't know if I'm going to mow lawn today. I'm not going to show that, but I need to get the yard cleaned up anyway. So yeah, let's get started on this tree and get some stuff cleaned up. All right, let's get started. Okay, we got that alder cut up. Take you over here, give you a closer look at the chainsaw I was using. There she is, Steel 031 AV. I think this is from the 1970s. Very nice condition. Oops. I'm not sure how long the bar is. Here's the bar. And here's the fence that the tree crushed. It's just a wire field fence. Not a big deal. Pull that up and we'll get her straightened up and stapled back into the posts. Let's see. We get her stood back up. And so the other side of the fence where that log is, and excuse me, all the pieces there that are cut up. That's all the neighbor's field. This is on my side of the fence. I'm taking it. The pile right there, I'd probably take it, but I already threw it over the fence. I'm not gonna go back and bring it back. Like I said, I've got a birch tree sitting behind the house that's out in the field. I can cut that down. Then think about all the dust that you're sucking in. This part of that tree is kind of punky and rotten. That's why it fell. It just rotted off at the stump there and just came down. The main trunk is pretty good. The outside part of the trunk is kind of outside of the trunk was kind of rotten. So, yeah, if I pull on it, if I pull that fence that way, because there's the main post right to the right of us. If I pull that fence that way and restaple it, I got a fence stretcher. I'll stretch it tight and I'll get that back. Right now, anyway, definitely not pretty. All stretched out and wobbly. So, and I'm not keeping this wood. We do have a wood stove or a fireplace insert, but we also have there's all the wood, at least the wood that I kept on this side of the fence. But we have what do we have? We have a heat pump with the furnace backup, so you don't have to have wood. I do have some wood if we needed it. Yeah, there's Cheyenne over there, my 92 Dodge, and the big Fords, 9000, 9600. There's your tractor fix for the video, right there. See if you can zoom in. Oh, too much. There we go. There's 9600 without the cab. That's 9000 with the cab. The 4 bottom rollover plow mounted on the back. There's the 92 Dodge. And there's Cheyenne, my C10. We're taking Cheyenne on a, what's it called? Taking Cheyenne on a cruise tomorrow. It's called Project Santa Claus. It's where it's a toy drive for families less fortunate or kids less fortunate. So we're going to dress that up a little bit, go for a cruise tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I think it is, Sunday morning. Go from point A to point B, deliver all the toys to one location. They'll get split up, a little bit of fundraising, a little bit of fun. They do trophies for all sorts of ideas, so a lot of people get a trophy. We got one last year with the Belvedere. My daughter claimed that trophy. So anyway, I guess we got one more tree I want to get cut up, so let's take you and the saw and we'll go behind the house and we'll start cutting on that. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so here's the birch tree. That's the top of it. Right down there is the base. It's not as big a tree as that alder I just cut up. Here's a fence that it hit. It didn't take it out bad. It's just the treetops. Oh, comes Wally Bully. I don't know if you can hear him crashing through the leaves. Let's see if I brought food for him. And there's Blake Jr. up there on the hill facing the house behind him. Alright. Anyhow, this is the tree I got to cut up next. Here's all the tree tops that I already cut off. And there's Mama. She's pregnant. Thinking she's due December or January. I'd have to look it up and see the when and the wheres. I know Blake was born in, what did I say before, February. So it's got to be coming up soon. She normally comes back in the heat fairly quick. And Willy Bully always does his job, or has so far. So anyway, let's get set up and we'll start cutting these limbs off and get some work done for the day. So I still have to go get the chain sharpened, so gotta get busy. Here we go. Okay, so in real time, the second tree took about 55 minutes, or about an hour. Took about an hour. I haven't split it. I just cut it all in the rounds. Like I said earlier, with that first tree, the alder, earlier in the video, that a guy, we might be giving that to somebody, and that person doesn't have a chainsaw, but he can split wood. He does have a fireplace, but yeah, like I said, we do have a fireplace, but we have heat pumps. We don't have to have firewood. If he takes the alder and doesn't want the birch, whatever happens, we'll end up splitting this and putting it in our woodshed for the just in case, if we want a nice outdoor fire. So all I got left is to stack these, so let's get that finished. almost done. A couple more. All right, that's the last one. Whew, excuse me. I'm gonna sit there. Yeah, I mean, I've got a job where I stand and work, some physical labor, but I don't pack around, I don't know what that is, a 30-pound chainsaw. I'm constantly bending over and doing stuff at work, but this is a little different. Boy, I'm thirsty too. I'm gonna have to get me some water. You know, it's nice and cool out. When I started, it was 38 degrees. The sun's out. It's beautiful. I've got a hoodie on underneath these coveralls. I'm warm, just enough to start breaking a light sweat. So it's been a pretty good morning. I still got to clean the yard from the tree branches down all over the place. Like I said, I still want to mow, but this is all I've got to do. I mean, I've got to do all this stuff so I can get back to my tractors, the fun stuff. I don't necessarily enjoy doing this, but I know it's good exercise. I have a bad back, so I'm being cautious about how I'm doing this. I mean, I'm resting my elbows on my knees, or earlier in the video you saw me getting on my knees. You know, that way I'm not just bending my back and putting a lot of strain on it. I know, and tomorrow or tonight my forearms are going to be tired, my hands are going to be tired, my back might be achy. It's feeling pretty good right now. So hopefully Monday, I'm hoping to get back out in the shop with the WC, the raffle tractor that I won. Like again, I won that tractor at the Northwest Fall Nationals in Moses Lake, Washington. Still can't believe I got that. It's still tough because it's hard to believe still because it's here, but I can't play with it. Can't drive it. I've had that starter for, shoot, I think a week. It's either been a week and a half or a week, almost a week. So I'm really chomping at the bit to get that installed. I'll film that. We'll post that video too. But like I said, this one is just to show you that you can't always work on tractors. You know, we got some property, we got trees, we got cows. Like I said before, trees and fences don't get along. And if you got trees and cows and fence, I mean, tree falls on fence, cows want to get out. So far they haven't this year. And this is only the first storm of the fall. Kind of surprised it was a northeaster, but anyhow, glad you followed along. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm not crying that I can't get to my tractors. Well, not yet. Like I said, hopefully Monday. So everybody have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.